Hi students, very good morning. Today in this session we are going to deal with respect to isomerism, right? Isomerism. What is the definition of isomerism? Already this is the term you have heard many times in organic chemistry, right? Isomerism means the molecules having same molecular formula but different structures. Okay, formula will be the same, but the structure will be different. They will be having different chemical properties. Okay, right? Such type of molecules are called as isomers. Isomers means, you know that you have heard something like functional isomerism, positional isomerism, as well as keto-enol tautomerism. These are all the isomerism. Means they, two compounds will be having the same molecular formula, but different chemical properties. Such type of compounds are called as isomers. See, isomers can be categorized into two types. One is structural isomerism. Structural isomerism, and one is stereo isomerism. You can classify into two types. One is structural, one is stereo. This is the same thing you can see in organic chemistry. Again, this one. If you go for this one, you have many compounds like structural isomerism can be classified again into ionization, isomerism. Next, hydrate isomerism. Next, if you see linkage isomerism. Next, coordination isomerism. Ligand isomerism. Next, polymerization isomerism. So these are the different types of structural isomerism. All these terms like ionization isomerism, hydrate isomerism, linkage, coordination isomerism, ligand isomerism, and polymerization isomerism. All these isomerisms comes under the category of structural isomerism. If you go for the stereo isomerism consists of two types. One is geometrical isomerism, and other is optical isomerism. Right? Geometrical means this will be generally seen cis and trans. Cis and trans isomerism you can see in geometrical isomerism, and optical isomerism based on the light. The isomerism which depends upon the light or the rotation of the light, it is called as optical isomerism. See, regarding this thing, you will be learning in the next lecture, structural stereo isomerism. In this lecture, we will be learning or discussing with respect to the structural isomers. Okay? Take the question. Okay, if we go through that, what happens? Let me do this. So the first one is ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism. See, the formula is same, but on dissociating, see, any coordination compound on dissociation, what it forms ions, right? The ions are different. If ions are different, then that type of isomerism is called as ionization isomerism. Right? Let me take an example. Suppose if I take a molecule like CO, NO3, NH3, 8 and 5 times SO4. This is one molecule. The same molecule I am taking with a different structure. See, if you dissociate this one, what will be getting? If you dissociate this one, this molecule gets dissociated as this CO, NO3, NH3 taken 5 times plus 2 SO4 minus. So these are the two ions. What you will be getting on dissociation of this molecule. Okay? See the formula CO, NO3, NH3 taken 5 times, NH3 taken 5 times, SO4. See, molecular formula is same. But the ion what you are getting here is sulfate. But if you go for in this case, like CO, SO4, NH3 taken 5 times plus NO3 minus. Because this is NO3 is minus 1 charge. So you will be getting this one as plus 1. Here SO4 minus 2 charge. So you will be getting here plus 2. So same molecular formula. Okay. But we are getting different ions. Here one ion is different, two ions are different, two ions are different. Such type of molecules, okay, are called as ionization isomers. Same molecular formula, but on dissociation you are getting different ions. Such type of molecules are called as ionization isomers. These two will be having different colors because this one will absorb one sort of light, this one will absorb another sort of light. Okay, they will not be same, but molecular formula is same, right? Let us take one more example. This is one example for ionization. Let me take something like CO, SO4, NH3, taken 5 times bromine. This is one. If you take this one, same. CO, Br, NH3 taken 5 times, SO4. See, here we will be getting the ions. What ions we will be getting here? CO you will be getting SO4, NH3 taken 5 times plus, comma, Br minus. These two are the ions. If you go in this case, CO, Br, NH3 taken 5 times, this is plus 2 and SO4 minus. So in this way you will be getting the different types of ions, but the molecular formula is same. Let us take one more example, like platinum, it is Cl, let's take Cl2, okay, Cl2, NH3 taken 4 times, it is linked with bromine, okay, PbCl2 bromine. If I change the compound, Br2, NH3 taken 4 times, Cl2. So this is one molecule, this is one more molecule. So among these two molecules, you will be getting different ions. Suppose if I go for the dissociation of this molecule, how it will be getting dissociated? So let me take PbCl2, NH3 taken 4 times. This is plus 2 and this is Br minus. Okay? So you will be getting 2 Br minus because 2 bromines are the right charge should be balanced. If you go for this case, this is platinum, Br2, NH3 taken 4 times, this is plus 2 Cl minus. So the ions are here chlorine, here bromine, and the coordination compound is different. You are having a different line. Such type of isomers where the ions are different. Okay, but the coordination compound is also different. But same molecular formula. Those two compounds are called as ionization isomers because I am getting difference due to the ionization. Due to ionization, you are getting different, right? Different ions. So this is called as ionization isomerism. The next isomerism, it is called as hydrate isomerism. Hydrate, name itself is indicating. Hydrate, see? Hydrate isomerism. See, name itself is indicating hydrate means water. So, water. If two formulas will be same, but the water molecules inside and outside the coordinations they will be different. Okay? Same molecular formula, but water molecules will be the different here inside and outside. In the previous case we have learned with respect to ions. Here with respect to water. If water is present same, then that is called as hydrated isomerism. Suppose if I take the example like this is one molecule CO, H2O taken 6 times, Cl. This is one. If I take one more, CO, H2O taken 5 times, Cl, Cl2, H2O. See, one water molecule has come outside. Right? This is one more. This is CO, H2O 4 times, Cl2, Cl2, H2O. This is one more. CO, H2O taken thrice, Cl3, 3H2O. Okay. So these are the, if I compare this one with this one, then this is the molecule 1 and this is the molecule 2, this is the molecule 3 and this is the molecule 4. Okay. 1 and 2 are hydrated isomers. 2 and 3 same. 3 and 4 are hydrated isomers because there is difference only in the H2O molecules as well as the ions outside the coordination sphere. Right? But the formula is the same formula all will be applicable. So if I want to say here nothing. So if the amount of water loss, if I heat this molecule, okay, from here to here, if I heat this molecule in this, what happens? Water can escape from here, from second compound, third compound and fourth compound. If I heat them, the water gets evaporated and moves out of the complex. But in this case, water will not move out even though if you heat up, right? So no water loss even after heating. Here water loss, here 2 molecules will be lost, here 3 molecules of water will be lost. Okay. See, in this 1 mole of water, 2 moles of water and 3 moles of water will be lost whenever if you heat them up. So in this case, no loss of water. Okay, even though unheated. How much water is lost? Means it is nothing but number of, you take weight of water molecules. Weight of water molecules by total weight of coordinate complex into 100. Getting me? Number of water molecules that have present outside that this one. Okay. See here in this case it is 18. So weight if you talk, weight of water molecules. In this case it is 18. In this case it is 36. In this case it is 18 there. If I take 18, what I was 54. Right? So in this case we take 18 weight of the molecule, water molecules, 18, here molecule weight is 18, total molecule. So entire this compound weight, entire this molecular weight will be taking the denominator into 100. Then you can say percentage of H2O lost. You can calculate the percentage of H2O lost whenever you get that by using this formula. So this is what hydrated isomerism. Hydrated isomerism means the coordination complex will be there. The molecules inside the coordination sphere, water molecules comes outside the sphere. They are getting exchanged to the outside. And we are talking basically with respect to water, so these are called as hydrated isomerism. Okay? Next one. It is linkage isomerism. Okay? Next one. Next is linkage isomerism. Basically, this type of linkage isomerism is shown by ambidentate ligands. Getting me? Ambidentate. They can link with any type. A single molecule will be present. Suppose if I get cyanide, it can link with several atoms with C or with L. Okay? It can link with C or this one. Something like SCCL. Okay, if I go for SCL or NCS. Here the coordination link is with the nitrogen atom. Here the coordination link means the ligand is linking with the central atom with the sulfur atom. Like you can go for cyanide or you can go for nitrite. You can go like this, or whether it is linking with nitrite. So if you are having this type of molecules, then the type of isomerism that exists in that type of molecule is linkage isomerism. So let me take examples with respect to this. See, basically it is indicated by, or basically these are given by the ligands which are ambidextrous in nature. What is meant by ambidextrous is a ligand will be having two or more atoms in a single molecule. See, a single molecule, it is having more than one atom. It can link with any of the atoms. See, if you take cyanide, more than one atom is present, so you are having two atoms. It can link with any atom. It can link with carbon or it can link with nitrogen. Okay, that type of ligands are called as ambidextrous ligands. That ambidextrous ligands are capable of forming the linkage isomerism. Right? So let me take one example here. The first example is something like CO, NO2, NH3 5 plus 2. So here it is linking with nitrogen and same formula is written as CO, ONO, NH3 taken 5 times plus 2. See, here it is linking with nitrogen to the cobalt atom. Here it is linking with oxygen atom to the cobalt atom. So these two are what? Same molecular formula, the linkage is different. Linking with oxygen, linking with nitrogen. So these two are called as linkage isomers. Right? Let me take one more example, like molybdenum cyanide, octacyanide minus 3. So these are the examples in your book. So it is linked with carbon, and you can write it as this one: molybdenum, something like cyanide minus 3. So here linking with carbon and here linking with nitrogen. So these two are called as what? Linkage isomers. And next is third one, platinum, something like NCS taken 4 times minus 2. In this, it is linking with the nitrogen atom. If you go by this condition, so it is platinum SCM4 minus 2. See, in this condition it is linking with the sulfur. In this condition it is linking with the nitrogen. So the molecular formula is the same, but the ligand that is linking with the central atom is different. Okay, students, got me? One is ionization isomerism, one is hydrogen isomerism, one is linkage isomerism, and the next we will be seeing with respect to the coordination isomerism. Okay, let me write the examples now. Okay, students, next it is coordination isomerism. See, coordination isomerism means you will be having two complexes. Okay, and the central atom will be changed. So let me take example. It will be very clear with you. So something like, let me take chromium En3. This is one complex. Cobalt, something like C2O4 taken place. So this is entire. This is one complex. This is one coordination complex. This is one more coordination complex. Okay. Now what happens is the central atom get exchanged. Here the central atom is here, central atom is here. Okay. Then what happens? CO. In place of Cr, let's see. CO, En taken place. Then Cr, C2O4 taken place. So this set and this set, these two are called as coordination isomerism. Means in coordination isomerism, the central atom is being changed. See, En3 is okay, but chromium is here. You are getting cobalt. Here cobalt is there. You are getting chromium. You are getting a molecule like this. So this is one set. For this is the coordination complex, coordination isomer, right? So this entire set is one set, and this one entire set is one set. These two are coordination isomers. Where there is a change, there is a change in the central atom of the coordination sphere, then that type of molecules are called as coordination isomers. This is same molecular formula. Formula is same, but those are different. Let me take one more example. So if I go for one more example, it will be something like CO, En2, C2O4. This is one more bit. Something like Cr, En, C2O4. Okay, twice. See, I am this I want coordination isomers. So what happens? So replace this Cr with CO, CO with Cr. So we will be getting Cr, En2, C2O4, CO, En, C2O4 taken twice. So this entire set is the coordination isomer for this entire second complex. Right? Let me take one more example for coordination isomer. See, all these things, only nothing will present. Only complex will be, for looking it will be very larger. But if you solve that, what happens? It is nothing. Suppose let me take PP, NH3 taken 4, Cu, Cl4. This is the complex. Now, write coordination isomer for this one. Okay, what happens? Copper to here, platinum to here. Okay? So let me write the complex now. Cu, NH3 taken 4 times for this entire set. Platinum, Cl4. So this is one more example. If you go for one more example, something like platinum. So let us see. Platinum NH3 taken twice Cl, and one more way how you can write this one, it is Cu. Okay, Cu, Cl3, NH3. This is the one more way of complex. Platinum, triammonium chloride, copper, trichloride, ammonia. Now this is the entire set. For this I want the coordination isomer. So how I can write? So this is platinum. In place of platinum, we should use this with copper. Copper, NH3 taken twice Cl. Platinum, NH3 something like Cl. So these two are the coordination isomers for this molecule. These two coordination isomers for this. These two for this one. This one. Right. And next, if you go, next experiment is ligand isomerism. This is very simple. See, this is not very simple topics. Don't get very confused. Our next ligand isomerism. Right? So you will be having a molecule. That molecule will be okay, let me take a coordination complex is present. That coordination complex will be having ligand. That ligand is changing. Means not changed exactly. See, if I take the ligand like NH2, CH2, 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 NH2. This is the ligand. Okay. See, the same thing I am writing in one more way. Right? CH3, CH, NH2, CH2, NH2. Right? Is this clear? For 4, this is okay. NH2. This is 1, 2. This is okay. Right? Okay, nothing happens in it. See, CH2, CH2, CH2. CH3, CH, CH2. CH is balance, NH2. See, here, if you write this molecule like in the pattern, so this is NH2, this is CH2, this is CH2, NH2. See, in middle you are having CH2. Suppose if you take here, in this side, what happens? This is CH3, you are having CH, NH2. CH2, NH2. See, these are adjacent. NH2 is on this carbon, NH2 is on this carbon. Here NH2 is on this carbon, adjacent but no NH2, this one. But these two are ligands same. Okay, these two ligands are same. Same molecular formula, but the structure is different. Now what's happening? If take any molecule, like you are taking CO, this one means NH2 is present, CH2, something like this, right? CH2, CH2, CH2. This one is NH2, like this. Don't be present, don't be present. This coordinates like this. This is one complex. The same thing I am doing, one more complex I am taking CO. I am taking a molecule CH2, NH2. So let me write NH2, CH2, CH, here the linkage is like this. So this is one complex, this is one complex. Molecular formula is same. Ligand is also, ligand is different, but same molecular formula. Ligand is having same molecular formula. Linkage is also same. Here through nitrogen is linking, here through nitrogen. Here also this case, linking through nitrogen only. But the position of linking is different in the ligand itself. Ligand molecular formula is same, but the structure of the ligand is different. And whatever these two, now these two are called as, this one we take one and this is two. And these two are having same molecular formula, that complex it is called as ligand isomerism complex. Or these complexes are showing ligand isomerism. Okay, getting me? Right. Let me take one more and the last isomerism, that is polymerization isomerism. So basically this doesn't have any same molecular formula. Polymerization see this doesn't have it is not having same molecular formula, but the empirical formula is same. See what is meant by empirical formula? Suppose if I write CH4, empirical formula is CH4 only. Suppose if I write C6H12O6, what is that? This is molecular formula. This is empirical formula. Okay, what is the empirical formula? So it will become CH2O. See the simple way of writing the molecular formula is called as empirical formula. Okay, now you will be having two components here. The empirical formula will be same, but the molecular formula is different. It will combine in the empirical formula ratio so that it forms a big complex. That isomerism, whatever that is exhibiting, that is called as polymerization isomerism. Suppose if I take something like CH3COOH, okay, C2O2H4, C2O2H4. So what is the empirical formula? COH2. Okay, so this is the, suppose if I take benzene C6H6, what is the empirical formula? This is CH. So empirical formula is same in these two things, but the molecular formula is not same. This is 6 times. Here this is simple ratio. So coordination isomers, the empirical formula is same in polymerization isomerism, but the molecular formula is different. So molecular formula different, but empirical formula whatever you are taking, that is same. Same empirical formula but different molecular formula. If big compound want to form it multiply or it multiplies in the empirical formula ratio. Okay, so like it forms a big molecule. Like if you take a compound like platinum, something like NH3 taken twice Cl. Okay, so this is the simple one. This is the empirical formula. If I want the molecular formula for this one, so platinum, something like I am writing NH3 taken 4 times, something like platinum Cl. See, this is molecular formula. So if I write this one, I should write this molecule in terms of this one. So I can write Pt. How many are there? Platinum you are having 2, NH3 you are having 4, okay, chlorine you are having 4. So see this one, how these two are linked now. This formula I have combined, these two I have combined and I have written this pattern. See this one and this one. Platinum has been doubled, NH3 has been doubled, chlorine has been doubled. Means the twice or 4 times of any given compound. See, it is combined. One more, this molecule has combined and this forms something like molecule. The isomerism between these two, let me take this one and 1 and this is 2. The isomerism, whatever that is existing between 1 and 2, it is called as polymerization isomerism. Okay, these are the things. Whatever you are having with respect to structural isomerism. Again, I am repeating structural isomerism. What are the things we have in the structural isomerism? One is ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism means you will be getting different types of ions. Okay, based on the different types of ions, the colors also will be different. Right? The precipitation value also will be different. Okay, you leave that. Already we have finished that. Ionization isomerism based on the type of the ions that are present outside the coordination sphere. Next thing is hydrate isomerism based on the water molecules that are coming out of the coordination sphere. That is said. Next is linkage isomerism based on the anti-linkage ligands will be getting. Next, coordination isomerism. Coordination isomerism means we will be having two complexes. The central atom will be exchanged between the two complexes. Next it is Lyell isomerism. So that is what we have learned here. The Lyell formula is same, but the presence of the giving ligand or the presence of the atom which is forming bond is different. Here same, atom is same only, but the position is different. The position of the donating atom is different, but the molecular formula of the ligand is same. Again I am repeating, the molecular formula of the ligand is same, but the position of the donating atom in the ligand is different. See here, nitrogen atom present is donating, this present in the third position. 1, 2, 3. Here that is atom first and second. Here 1 and 3 positions, here 1 and 2 positions. Donating atoms, right? Okay, that is what I mentioned ligand and last one is polymerization isomerism. What is the polymerization isomerism means? What is meant by polymerization isomerism? Polymerization isomerism is nothing but we have an empirical formula way. If you want the molecular formula to complex of the coordination, it multiplies in the empirical formula proportions. Right? These are the things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 types you are having with respect to the structural isomerism. Right? In stereo isomerism you are having two. One is geometrical as well as the optical that we will discuss in the next session. And the next content in this video is effective atomic number EAN rule, which was proposed by Mr. Siddiq. Let me pass the video and learn this. Okay students, this is not for today. In the next lecture we will be learning with respect to Siddiq theory, effective atomic number, because it is it takes nearly approximately 30 to 35 minutes, so the video will become very large. So we will be winding up for today, and tomorrow's session we will be going with respect to Siddiq, effective atomic number, as well as the possibility. We shall go through the isomerism, okay, like geometrical and optical isomerism. Have a nice day, stay safe, stay home.